Hello everyone, and what is going... Hang on one second. Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for week number 2 in the 2023 series of GTWS Manufacturers Cup on Gran Turismo 7 for round 3. Today's racetrack for the Group 3 category, we're going in to take on at the Endurance layout in the Nurburgring to be on today's date on June 14, 2023 on Wednesday. Now we go down for the event schedule as a recap from round 2 at Michelin Raceway, World Atlanta for the second part of the Group 4 category that turns out to have a late night racing to go enter for having an early morning to feel the horizon. It takes matter of endurance to see how faster, stronger, and going fierce competitive for the Group 4 category to take the struggle by having a top 5 battle to go for the showdown. But especially that I was there because it takes a lot of attempt, just gonna have to go for less for only 2 attempts and putting up to have the last part of the content video to be labeled as an encore content for myself as a pick. But looks like week number 1 of the Manufacturers Cup is finished. Now we go enter to be on week number 2 in the month of June. 2 rounds for the Group 3 category is now going to be set and take on at the Nurburgring to be on the first part of the race in the Group 3 class, and then the second one will be at Saturday for the B course layout on Sardegna Road Track to be on the date schedule on June 17. It's going to get challenging and go elevation to do the tricky. But first things first, because Livestream is now currently to be set in progress and I'm about to be ready to go on every Wednesdays and Saturday, and even because of the thumbnail image is now being showcased for the 2020 AMG Mercedes-AMG GT3 where the Gran Turismo Manufacturers Cup livery is now being featured for this week's competition after the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept 2018 model to have the same and different kind of the GTWS Manufacturers Cup livery variation, just like the Subaru BRZ GT300 to the same and different kind of a variation. So let's participate. 2 race entries will be available for tonight for the GT3, GT2, and GT1 leagues. We'll have to go much more competitive and go to separation on the lobby. For the GT3 and GT2 leagues, we'll have to take 3 laps for the number of players up to 16. Rolling start is about to be set and good to go for the Group 3 class. BOP/tuning prohibited is about to go for the high speed. Especially for the GT1 league, we'll have to be adding up to go extended by the endurance for only 7 laps. Is going to be a very much more advanced level to go endurance. That's how Nurburgring Endurance is now actually to have the best part to be on the track layout to see how GT1 players to be in a different league is currently to go proven up and see how it turns out to have this part of the regulation, restriction, and mandatory requirement at this moment. So there's no need to have some tire changes and pit stop, so it's all safe and good to go since the last race from last Saturday, ever since from the finishing in week number 1. Oh, and did I ever mention that we just been there for the first time since the final race at the exhibition series to the same Manufacturers Cup back from the 2022/23. But this year, we're about to go for having a best endurance track layout for the second time to be on the same Group 3 class, and this time I'm about to be putting up to have my UDRS Insportec livery on the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 with a different style, and GTWS title is about to be set and good to go just like the Group 4 version to the same variation with different design. So I hope we're about to be set and good to go. Because of early practice, we'll have to go for having a best morning, and tonight's competition is going to get organized to be on a high-speed track. High-speed track that is. So do your best out there, folks. Practice well, take on the endurance at the Nurburgring, and see how it turns out for only one part of today's weather condition is going to be on partly cloudy with a chance of rain. Or, if anything possible, dry surface with a partly cloudy is going to get much more fine and doing a-okay to be well safe to avoid any too much drama or anything else that might have to be in case of using with the intermediate or heavy wet tires. Just to let you know, because it's about to go challenging and go patiently to have 1 pit stop to do the optional strategy to go much more longer to be patient. So gonna have to be ready to join in session in the lobby, so let's roll out. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, Be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go and start the race of the live stream video. Let's begin. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just in time, and take one is about to be prepped and go underway. Well, I just really want to let you guys know because it takes a long delays and plan for having an ongoing development for myself because of my brand new branch of development to have the United Defensive Reformation Service will go on video editing and development committee to have a main focus after the Nations Cup before currently to be having a best race to be on the Manufacturers Cup. So I just went down and do the midnight practice to go in session to have the main current lap time by 8 minutes 14.89 seconds to dominate in the endurance layout at the Nurburgring. So looks like this is going to get challenging to go drillful to see how we're about to go again since the final race back from Season 4 from the 2022/23 Exhibition Series. So let's keep a good watchful eye. Weather radar is now being checked. Yep, I kind of say this because it's about to get challenging and race in the rain. Maybe I should rather have to do intermediate or heavy wet tires to keep a good endurance safe to be well grip up and keep a good exact mobility to keep a good balance. But I know this race is going to get much more possible ever since I just went down to do some practice session to be on the dry surface for the partly cloudy. But this weather condition is going to get much more pretty heavier to be more modest. Several of them are about to be seen to be highlighted in the light blue, and dozens of them are about to be shown in bold blue color to be well spotted to be on the main surveillance. Okay, well, change of plans because so much for having a lot of good dry racing practice because intermediate is going to go all out and keep up the pressures to see how longer it takes to survive this part of the race before joining session in lobby on take one of the live stream video. Just hang on 1 second, just gonna get over to have that course map to have the Wikipedia image of the Nurburgring between the endurance and mostly to have the Norsenet IPO and the sprint circuit combined. Well, I kind of say because what else something going on for my live stream video activity? I was playing the Crew 2 and just going to do some live stream activity is now going to have to do some preparation on the set to be focusing to do some free mode on the live summit event from Best of USST. But after all, because I just lost one subscriber to my channel was actually to be dropped down and go back to be at 521. So you know what? I kind of say because I just really might need to do some preparations to be creative with no commentary at this moment. Well, I kind of say this because it takes a lot of lack of time and patience. Just well, I just have to say because I just had a tough day for an afternoon before proceed on to tonight's competition. So let's find out and see how am I supposed to choose any time a condition to go for having a clear weather. And there we go. Well, I can't say this is definitely might be doing much more fine wind direction to be doing a different session. Well, I'll have to take that for having a good, modest, clear sunny day with some few clouds coming around. So, there's no need to have practice. All I have to do is going to have a good, clear weather condition between a clear sunny day or partly cloudy is going to have to be on the main lookout as Take 1 is now currently to be in progress as Phase 2 will be on standby before ready up and go hard challenging to see which is going to be a suitable weather condition for myself. This has got to do it, folks. I'll have to give a much more perspective and different choices to see which racing environment am I gonna have to take. But there's no need to have some basic workout to get to know about the endurance layout at the Nurburgring. If you already know about the endurance track layout to the Nurburgring ever since we've been participating from Exhibition Series in the final round back from Season 4. But it is going to get much more basic workout to go advanced and different matter of challenges to be set with no mandatory requirements. So take that rain, and looks like I'm all safe to go. But what can I say? This weather condition is going to get mostly bright and sunny day with some clouds coming around. But it'll have to change anytime soon, so I have to keep a good lookout to be using on the weather radar. Now I'm gonna have to do some main workout ever since I just do some midnight practice for only one part of the day. Well, in the meantime, after finishing from Take 1 and Take 2 during the Manufacturers Cup to be related on Round 3, I had to do a makeup or during my lost time ever since from the 100th anniversary to the 24 hours of Le Mans ever since the WEC has now been participate to see all kinds of best racing moments, and even to have an innovative race car was also to have a NASCAR version is now being raced on the track. But I cannot believe it. One NASCAR vehicle is on Le Mans. This is so pretty surprising and very excited, right? No matter how one stock car race car is now currently to be well placed to be labeled as an IC icon. Innovative car by the way, but it is definitely might be quite pretty cool and well promoted to see how one NASCAR vehicle is now take part for doing the first ever debut to the 100th anniversary to the 24 hours of Le Mans. But I bet you guys have already watched it because I've been working so hard like being an everyday live. Well, that's how it is because just to have a one-man person, just gonna have to keep a good focusing to have all of my completed live stream videos with determined choices along with some first and last part of the clip will have to be converted into one part of the final masterpiece until it'll have to be on standby by coming soon as a label encore content picked. So in about a minute, 50 seconds left until the matchmaking will start. Well, I kind of say because this is going to have to be more determination and see how the condition is going to get pretty challenging to find out which is going to be safer. One for the dry condition or the wet, but it is I know this is going to be quite pretty complicated to see how one race is going to get much more natural choice to see how it goes. It's only down to a minute, 10 seconds left. But even if I had to do to get exit out and get back in to change the weather environment. So gonna have to add by another mileage for a driving marathon. Alright, let's try this again. Well, I don't know how this time condition is going to be yet to be well switched up and do. Okay, there we go. Looks like this could get much more choices to see how dry weather goes for having a tough heavy rain. But heavy rain it is. Let's see how it goes because I might be preferred to have a dry weather condition for this part of the lobby session as I'm about to go down to do some main lookout before phase 2 on standby will be good to go and I'm about to get my commentating act to see some racing action. So the wait is over, matchmaking will be ready to start. But I can't wait to see how several GT players are about to get much more choice to be on a dry or bright and sunny day to see how it turns out. The gang's all here. Looks like this is going to be a very good rightful place to be in the main start, to be on second place, along with Raiden Wolf on position 1 to be driving with a Honda NSX Group 3. So let's give it a go and do some preparation to see how the rain condition is going to have to do better than this. Yep, looks like it's pouring rain out there. Change of plans and go for having... What can I say? Because I almost forgot about one thing, to have some intermediate or heavy wet tires. Bummer. This could take forever because I'll have to do it and just gonna have to take one simple race. How clumsy of me that I just almost forgot about it. So let's give it a go and try to keep up to have that good part of the hard racing compound tires is going to get slippery to be harder to be well effective, as take 2 to be on standby for the next part of the live stream. Note to self, always buy intermediate and heavy wet tires before joining session in the lobby when you participate for today's competition in the Manufacturers Cup for the GTWS season. You know how hard it is because I've been doing some patient time and go on in to have that struggle standby to be on the main purpose of the call. Alright, here I go. Let's see how it turns out and survive one qualifying session without any too much grip pressure to avoid having a spin out. This could get much more pretty tricky, you guys. No intermediate and heavy wet for myself, just to have one part of the test to see how it turns out for only one qualifying session to get out of the rain condition by having a partly cloudy. It's all about survival of the fittest, just to slow down and keep a good patience, but try not to get too over aggressive when you're using the hard racing compound tires. Looks like I just really don't like this because one race, slick tire compound is a very strong weakness. Okay, looks like doing well. I'm still a bit extremely scared about having one race without intermediate and heavy wet tires, because it gets me for having a skillful paranoia. Okay, looks like this is pretty safe, but you'll have to get much more patient, more aggressive to be modest. Okay, let's switch the radar. Ah, great. This is why I should rather purchase some 2 tires to be on the wet surface earlier. Well, I guess take 1 is gonna have to be on standby before it is gonna be a very messy situation. That could be my concern. I'm sure of it because maybe I have to go exit out. Yep, looks like this could get much more messy situation. Maybe they should probably have to do it much earlier to buy 2 of them before ready to enter. See? Only one way for only one part of the example, and this is how it gets. Okay, looks like according to the surveillance on the weather radar, we're almost there to be on the blank spot just to have... Oh, okay, looks like this could get much more interruption. This is going to get a huge messy race to be on the wet surface by using slick racing tires. Ah, come on! I know what you guys gonna say. Just to bring 2 tires before doing a second chance. Now I have to be patient to get out of the wet surface alive. Just only 1 qualifying session and then we'll be all clear for now. Okay, looks like Always Swamp has left the lobby. You might need to grab 2 tires next time. That's 15 drivers left standing. Sounds like this is going to be a racing royale. Come on. I know this is a very stubborn race. Okay, guess I have no choice. Darn it. Sorry about that, Fear Nothing 420. Well, guess I have no choice. Guess I had to decide to exit out. Sorry about that, folks. I almost forgot to purchase 2 tires before joining session in the lobby because I just really don't want to take that high risk without any rain tires just to have 1 in case of the further notice. So I had to start over and put up to have a new fresh take one attempt session for the live stream, so I'll have to be continue on and wrap this up at the end. So, well, glad that you really enjoyed for having a short session on GT7, so thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art, Ricard liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. So, I'll be continue on and do the final race session and continue on for the third round in the Manufacturers Cup for the 2023 GTWS. I'll see you guys next time, and I'll have to be there for only one more chance, and this time, don't forget to bring 2 rain tires on intermediate and heavy wet in case of an emergency to be on the wet surface. As always, keep on racing, stay clean, and I'll have to come back, and this will have to take the real deal. Stay safe, you guys.